Hey YouTube, it's me, Rio again, and this video is going to be about Glee and the new cast members, Damien McGinty and Samuel Larson, who won the Glee project. So, yeah. Before I start, I just want to say that, just a heads up, that Glee starts up again in 18 days, so excited. Excited. That was weird. Um, I just want to start with what I found out about Damien and Samuel's characters and what I was kind of hoping for. Now I'll start with Samuel because I don't know. I'll start with Samuel. Um, his character doesn't even have a name yet, but all I basically know is that he's gonna come in at around the 9th episode. Yeah. Um, Yeah, around the 9th episode, so we won't see him for a while. Sorry, I'm like messing with my tie. Uh, and a lot of people want him to be, like, overall, people just really want him to be a loner. Like, like, maybe not, I want him to be, like, an intellectual loner. And I put intellectual loner in there because I want him to think a lot, but I don't want him to be brooding. You know what I mean? Um, I kind of want to be a stoner. Because we haven't really, like, seriously talked about, like, serious, like, drug problems on Glee. I mean, we have, but not in a, non-comedic way. Um, yeah. Damien's character has a name, Rory. I'm not sure what his last name is yet. Of course, he's a foreign exchange student from Ireland, and he'll be living with, the Pierce family. So, and they're casting Brittany's mom for that. I'm not sure if Brittany doesn't have a dad or anything, but they just said they're casting Brittany's mom, so I just assumed that. And I think that's really funny because when Rory comes to America, he'll be seeing America through he'll be seeing everything through Brittany's eyes. Now, I'm really looking forward to seeing a very confused Rory. Um, Oh, I just want to add this in here. I don't know if how many people know this, but I was watching it. Well, you don't know. You probably don't want to know that I was watching an interview. But in an interview once, um, uh, those of you probably know who are Gleeks like me. You probably know that Kurt was not originally a character, but Chris Colfer was asked what. I think it was Chris Colfer was asked what character would have been in his place, and he said a foreign exchange student who has a huge crush on Mercedes, and that's why he joined the Glee. I think that was what it was. Hope I'm not getting it wrong. And I thought that was kind of funny, but when I first heard that, I thought it was gonna be sort of like a Fez character from that '70s show, which I think it'll be pretty hilarious if Damien's like that. Um, but he's not gonna have, as far as I know, he's not gonna have a crush on Mercedes because even though they cut the cord, Sam Evans is not gonna be in uh, Glee season 3, I guess. Sorry, it's clear my throat. And they already casted a new boyfriend named Marcus, I think. I don't know. I forget what the actor's name is, but I know his last name is Tinker. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. And an idea kind of struck me the other night that wouldn't it be kind of interesting or cute, whatever one you want to pick, if either Damien's character or Samuel's character would date Becky. Like if it was Damien and Rory and Becky, I think it would be kind of cute, and adorable to see. And if it was so, I'm sorry, I'm saying so many names right now. If it was not Damien, um, Samuel and Becky, I think it would be very, very out of nowhere and interesting to watch. But a lot of people say that they want to see Samuel and Quinn, which I don't see that completely, but they also say that they want to see Damien and Quinn, which I don't completely see that either because he might be a freshman and she's gonna be a senior, so I don't really see that working out too well. But I guess it might work. Glee's Glee, and whatever works will work. They have not failed me in the past. Well, they have with I think episode 19 of season 2, Sexy. That I'm sorry, I never mind. I'll get into that later. Maybe another video. Um, but yeah, and I think that the reason I thought of that with that relationship, it will not be like emotions will not really be tossed around like that. Let's just say that that relationship, whether it be Damien and Becky or Samuel and Becky, either way, I think it'll be have to be handled very delicately, and I would like to see how they do that, which it probably won't happen, but fingers crossed. Um, yeah. Um, I'm really looking forward to that. And season 3, I really want to be about dealing or coping with rejection, because season 1 sort of had a theme, season 2 sort of had a theme, so season 3 is that we're coping with rejection. And I don't mean romantic relationship rejection, like confessing your love to someone, like they're not loving you back, not like that. Well, maybe, who knows? Um, Sorry, but like let's just say like Rachel applies to all these great like colleges and she's like uber cocky. Sorry, I'm not being immature in my brain about that because I just think that was like two funny words right next to each other. Anyways, she's gonna be uber cocky, and I just feel like I'm speaking a foreign language when I say that. Anyway, I want to be uber cocky about, oh yes, I'm gonna all these schools are gonna accept me. Which one am I gonna choose? And there's gonna be someone else in the Glee Club who's like who also applies to those schools. But once the letters come back, Rachel is rejected from all of them, and that person, maybe not all of them, they get accepted to, but maybe quite a few, or maybe the one that Rachel wanted to get into the most. That'll be interesting. I don't really want this to be. I would. But of course it's high school and plus it's senior year, so they have to kind of focus on relationships. But I kind of want Klaine to take a back step because I want their Kurt and Blaine. Those of you who don't know the shipping names. I want them to have like a solid relationship, like, but I don't want Kurt or Blaine's life to seem perfect. Which, I have to say something. Blaine is younger than Kurt. Like that, that's like just came out, like, from Ryan Murphy, I guess. That Blaine is younger than Kurt, and no offense, that makes no sense. Because Blaine looks so much older, Darren Chris looks so much older than Chris Colfer, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, my eye's hurting. Like, seriously, the Warblers look like they're college kids. Anyways. Sorry, my nose is being weird. Anyways, I want them to be, like, I don't mind bad stuff happening to them. That sounds really mean. But I want the relationship to just stay firm. And yeah. I want to see the season, because last season you saw like a lot of girl friendships, but this season I want to see a lot of like guys being buddies. I mean, you kind of had that first season with sorry, I like blinked out with Finn and Puck, but I think that's sort of like just shattered because of the whole Quinn thing. And now the whole Rachel thing, even though Puck didn't want to go through with it. But And then you kind of saw it when the guys who were on Glee and the football team stood up to Karofsky. That was really like I want to see like because you see a lot of like Quinn, Santana, Brittany stuff. You see a lot of the other Glee girls hanging out, but I want to see like Artie and Mike Chang and some of like the new guys hang out too. And yeah, um, oh, and this tribute. I read this somewhere, but the tribute episode. Um, that was rumored that like the first theme that was listed, I thought it was out of nowhere for me because, anyways, but the tribute episode, I think it's gonna be in the second part of season 3, and it's either gonna be for Maroon 5, ABBA, or the Beatles, and the one I'm rooting for the most is the Beatles, and before I even loved the Beatles, I said that really. Before I even became a huge fan of the Beatles, I'm sorry, I keep on looking over there because I have two Beatles posters. One with their autographs on it, and one with Abbey Road. Anyways, sorry, because I keep on looking over there. Before I became a fan of the Beatles, I was a huge fan of Maroon 5, and I'm kind of surprised that's even an option. Like, I would not mind that because I would love to see someone do like they did Misery, of course, but I would like to see someone do She'll Be Loved or Sunday Morning, or they might not do Sunday Morning, but This Love, because This Love has been like one of my favorite songs ever since I was like in 3rd grade. Yeah, so that'd be really interesting to see. Yeah. Um, and Adina Menzel is, I think she's joining the cast now, or she's gonna be just like guest starring in like 10 to 12 episodes. I'm so excited because I love Adina Menzel. Um, and she'll be coming back, of course, as Shelby Corcoran. Yeah. Um, and as far as I know, this season, um, they don't have a country girl, which they've been talking about for a while now. And it could have been McKinley. Well, actually, I didn't really want McKinley to win all that much. I thought she was good, but I just didn't want her to end up being on Glee. But again, I'm not sure if they casted someone outside of the Glee project, or they casted someone and they didn't talk about it, like Vanessa Lingy, I don't know, from I don't know where she's from, or Lamarcus Tinker, I think his name is, who plays Marcus. Besides those two, I don't really know any other casting outside of it. Outside of those two, sorry, I'm being really repetitive. So I don't know if they cast anyone, but I was listening to this podcast, and this guy, he's friends with a guy at like cast. He helps out casting for Glee, and they said they're just hoping that someday Taylor Swift comes in and auditions. Which I was looking back on it, and I don't think they did any Taylor Swift songs, which I think is really surprising, in a way. But I really wouldn't want Taylor Swift on Glee. And yeah, these are sort of my thoughts on Glee and the Glee Project. Um, and yeah, it's me saying goodbye. So bye.